Happy New Year from this part of the world. First, we thank God Almighty for leading us this far. We are in 2024 now, and we pray for huge success this year. And we pray that all we lost last year, we will recover this year. Alright, just a short recap on our games yesterday. Alright, we made selections of some games yesterday. So it happens that one particular game busted our game, which is the almighty Arsenal. We had 6 selections on that particular ticket. All the selections were absolutely amazing. All of them played without choice. It was only Arsenal that busted the ticket. We selected Arsenal to win or a draw to occur. But it happens that Arsenal started by leading. Okay, Fulham equalized. Then along the line, Fulham got another goal in the second half, and the match ended 2-1. In the same ticket, I gave you alternative bet to that particular game. I gave you Arsenal to win either half, which wasn't successful. And lastly, I also gave you over 1.5 goals at the last alternative bet to that particular game, which was absolutely successful. So if you followed my advice in the game and you selected over 1.5 goals, you should be a winner by now. But the rest of the games we are absolutely okay. But if you played it the way we dropped it yesterday, you would have been losing by now. But if you made some editing before playing the games, I should be congratulating you by now. Who knows? I knew that particular game, there is something fishy about the game. Even on the WhatsApp channel, I dropped that particular game, Go in the WhatsApp channel, and it was absolutely successful. I knew that there is something fishy because Arsenal, that lost from home, I know is going to affect them big time. And that was the reason I double chanced them away, because I knew that they might end up drawing that game. Fulham is also good when it comes to home games. I said it in that video. I said that Fulham, they are the one hosting. They will try to put up a show. But at the end of the day, it happens that Arsenal also lost the game. But the rest of the ticket games were absolutely okay. The predictions were smooth. Well, they just spoiled our long winning run for a long time now. Well, we move. This is 2024. We will enter 2024 with big winnings and not a loss. Alright, before we proceed further, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is Ultimate Predicz. Here we drop daily football analysis, betting strategies. Our main aim here is to make you maximize your sports betting experience and also maximize your profit in the world of sports betting. Alright, so if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are clicking the subscribe button. It's free of charge. All you need to do is to tap the subscribe button in front of your screen, and very, very important, turn all bell notifications so that you will not miss each and every one of our video. And please help yourself by joining each and every one of our social platforms, because we might be dropping alternative bets or some games in any of the platforms, just as I dropped that of the Fulham versus Arsenal in the WhatsApp channel. Alright, without waiting more time, let's load the booking code for today. I will be loading the game, and I'll also be giving you alternative bets to the game. So Sportybet users, you can take note of the code. In this particular ticket, it is 9 games in this ticket, total of 2.03 odd. I will show you the games gradually, then I will individually show you my options and the alternative bets to those games I selected. Alright, I'm still with you. Okay, while we proceed on the games selected, I will also make something clear here. It is not a must you will make your selection based on how we did ours. You can edit the game, which is a perfect idea and stake. Alright, the first game is Sunderland coming up against Preston. Alright, this is an interesting feature from this England Championships series. Alright, Sunderland has been in a very good form when it comes to home games, and Preston North End, in the other hands, are not really doing bad. But in this particular game, a lot of things are bound to happen. Preston can win this particular game easily. This game, Sunderland coming up against Preston. Preston can win this particular game easily. And also, Sunderland can also win this particular game easily. Alternative bets to this game is anybody to win. Yes, the odd is promising. As you can see, 1.24 odd. That is an alternative bet to this particular game. Another alternative bet to this particular game is giving Preston North End handicap +3. Sunderland beating Preston North End with 3 goals margin is something very, very hard in this particular game. But we selected over 0.5 goals just to be in a safer side. Once any of them scores a goal, we are good to go. Alright, the next game in the ticket is Bristol City coming up against Millwall. Alright, Millwall City is an under team. They concede less goal and also they score lesser goal. But Bristol City, in the other hand, when it comes to home games, they manage to score at least 1 or 2 goals, but 1 goal. In this game, a lot of things is bound to happen. Goals can come in this particular game, and this game can also play under. By under, I mean like 1-0 or 1-1. If I'm allowed to make a correct score prediction in this particular game, I will go with 1-1 scoreline, or at most 2-1 with the home team winning. But we are not going for that here. Another alternative bet to consider in this game is over 0.5 goal at 1.08. The odd is okay, but due to the fact that these two teams are under teams, if this game happens to go well without any biased outcomes such as own goal, red card and the rest, this game will definitely play under 4.5 goals. We selected under 4.5 goals our own selections here. Our own selection. We have another game in the same championship, Middlesbrough coming up against Coventry. Alright, Coventry City is not a small team, and the Middlesbrough, in the other hands, are not a small team either. So this game is going to be a very tough game for these two teams. When I mean tough, it's going to be a very tough game. Anybody is bound to win in this particular game. I've given you an alternative bet to this selection. Anybody is bound to win in this particular game. And also, these two teams might even score each other. There is possibility of go in this particular game. Yes, let's check out the odd for the go. Let's see. For the go is 1.65 odd. The go odd is okay for a tough match like this. And another alternative bet to consider, over 1.5 goals. Another also alternative bet, but we are going for over 0.5. We are just going for the safest one so as not to have issues. Alright, we have Cambridge United coming up against Leyton Orient London. Alright, Cambridge have at least they have been scoring at least 1 or 2 goals when they are playing home games. But Cambridge, there is something about Cambridge that I hate, which is you can't determine the day Cambridge will mix you up. That's one thing about Cambridge that I hate. You might play, what I mean is that you might their analysis or their focus might end up under, but that same day they are going to play over. This team is very leomorphic. You can't really determine what Cambridge is going to play. As you can see, their under is very, very small today, and their over is very, very big, 1.39. Don't be so surprised that this game might even come at 2 goals in fixture. That is Cambridge for you. Leyton Orient, in the other hands, they are good in conceding. Leyton Orient is conceding, especially when they are away. Anybody can score Leyton Orient, so they are a team that can concede easily. But even scoring a goal is very hard in this particular game. Going for Cambridge 1S is not a bad idea here, but the odd is scary, 1.37, showing that anybody can win this particular game. It's either Leyton Orient win or the Cambridge win. Anybody is bound to win in this particular game. But I can't advise you to go for the anybody to win, because the odds for the anybody to win suggest an under game. They might end up playing draw, 1-1 draw. So that's the reason why we came up with the over 0.5 goals, so as not to end up in a draw match. And this is a League One game. Anything is bound to happen. All right, before we proceed further, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you are doing that now. Click the subscribe button. If you find this video, if you find this content good, click on the subscribe button now and subscribe to the channel to be a member of this channel. Stop paying scammers for games. This is 2024. We have Calais United coming up against Port Vale in the same League One game. All right, Calais is a team that can score when they are playing home games, and Port Vale, in the other hands, is an over teams. That is, they like goals. Port Vale, you hardly see a game that Port Vale plays playing 0-0. It is very, very rare for Port Vale. And Calais, in the other hands, they can concede goal, and also they have scoring prowess as well. They can score. So this particular game, over 1.5 is scary, but it can come easily in this game. But we are going for over 0.5 goals to be in a safer side. Then we travel all the way to Egypt Premier League, where we have Al Masry playing Ismaili XC today. All right, this is an African game, and well, the African game I mean is, there are a lot of interferences in African game, but the Egypt League is a higher league, such as the Morocco League and Tunisia League, Algeria League. These are higher African leagues. South African League as well. These are higher African leagues where scores are not really that manipulated easily, because they are playing in a good league. So in this game, we have over 0.5 as our selection. So these two teams can score, and Ismaili can also score anytime. So instead of going for the under, we go for the over 0.5. I can't see this game ending 0-0. This particular game, at least a goal should come out in this particular game. All right, we have a game in the Iran pool. In the Israel National League. Okay, I will say something about this particular game. This is Israel National League and not their Premier League. This particular league, anything is bound to happen here. Yes, there are also lots of fixed matches in this particular league. I have noticed that in this particular league. So when trading in a league like this, in the international league, please ensure you are very, very careful. If you don't like the selection, please ignore this particular game. All right, we have Sexia Nexio now coming up against Hyper Ironic Kirat Shimuna. All right, there is not much analysis here. We would have gone for the 2As here, but anything is bound to happen here. Even the home team can win this game easily. All right, we are going for over 0.5 goals at the odd of 1.05. Then we have in the same England League One, Barnsley coming up against Wigan. All right, Wigan has not really been in that good form, and also Barnsley, in the other hand, they are trying in the home games, but not that really okay. So in this game, I don't know the reason why Barnsley is being favored by the bookmaker this much, giving them 1.60 against a biased team like Wigan. Why I call them biased is because Wigan can win you anytime without you even noticing. They can win you with big odds. Wigan can win you when you think they are losing. That's when Wigan will win you. So I don't know why the bookmakers are favoring Barnsley this much. And also, if you come to their head-to-head games, you notice that there is not much difference between these two teams. So we are going for Wigan plus 3 handicap win in this game. The odd is okay, 1.17 odd is not bad. So what I mean by handicap, for those that do not understand this, is that we are giving Wigan, the away team, 3-goal win lead before the match starts. So for this game to burst or to cut, Barnsley have to win Wigan with 3-goal margin and above for this game to consider as a loss. Then we have the last game there, Liverpool coming up against Newcastle. All right, Newcastle recently has not been in a very good form, and Liverpool also has been in a very good form. Yes, Newcastle has been, Liverpool has been in a very good form. All right, but there is something about games that people do not understand. When a team is not really performing well, a team that was performing well suddenly stops performing, maybe there are 2 to 3 matches, they start playing draw or losing, you will not consider them as not being form. I will not regard Newcastle as a team that have lost form. It's just that they are having some internal issues. That's what I will say. Because the reason why I gave you this example is because if you can see Tottenham against Bournemouth, with the current statistics and the form, you can't equate Tottenham with Bournemouth. Bournemouth has been doing absolutely great. But what happened yesterday? Tottenham beat Bournemouth. I knew that the game is going to will come up that way. I know it's going to be a very tight game. Even Bournemouth later scored in the 90th or 80 something minutes, which was ruled off. I was even seeing a draw in that particular game, but the bookmakers favored Tottenham. Tottenham wasn't doing fine, but bookmaker favored them because of the head-to-head and because of their how they play when they are playing home, and this one when they are playing away. These are the things you consider in a game. This particular game you might think might be a walk-away match for Liverpool. This game, Newcastle might bewitch Liverpool in this particular game, and that is the reason why they gave Liverpool winning odd of 1.46. If this game is too short for Liverpool, the bookmaker would have given them 1.30 or 1.20 something, or if Newcastle is that bad. But giving Liverpool this particular odd is a scary odd for you to be very, very careful on your selection. I know most of people making selections today will fall for this particular game. That's why we are going for away +4 handicap. As you can see, the odd is 1.11. To be in the safer side, I can't see Liverpool winning Newcastle with 4 goals different. I don't think it is possible in this particular game. This game is tight. Forget the odd. Don't be deceived by the odd. This game is a very tight game. Other option to consider in the game is under 5.5 goals. This particular odd is also okay because it's going to be a tight game. Being a tight game doesn't mean goals will not come, but 6 goals and above is unlikely to occur in this particular game. All right, that rounds up the last game in this particular slip. Then we have 2.03 odd as the odd, and I'm going to rebook the game now for the SportyBet users. So take note of the code in front of your screen. Then if you're not using SportyBet, then you'll find the game in your bookmaker and ensure you stake wisely. All right, this is where we'll be ending it for today. I wish you all good luck. Please don't forget to gamble responsibly. Stake what you can afford to lose. See you guys some other time. Thank you.